Hey guys, so if you saw my last video, you know that I was not feeling very great today, and this is as good as we got today. Whoop whoop. I do have on a little bit of makeup, and I mean, come on, this counts for hair, right? I did manage to get to the grocery store today. Whoop whoop. I did wait till my husband came home, so I only had to take one kid with me, and I went by this little store that I saw the other day, and I did get me some CBD oil. I keep reading about it, and people keep saying that this is great for fibro, so let's cross our fingers and our toes and all those things. I also got some turmeric because I keep reading good stuff about that with the inflammation and all that stuff, so we are going to try both of these things. Also have magnesium. People keep talking about magnesium. At this point, just throw it all at me. I will try anything. Alright, so with that out of the way, we are cooking supper. I am feeling some better sometimes. Just keep pushing through, right? Okay, so I have these beautiful boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and this is what we're going to be using for our tacos. I love the dark meat, and I'm just going to throw this in my Instant Pot with about a cup of water. I buy my taco mix in like the big cans because we eat tacos a lot, and so I'm going to add this to it. And I also have this, which is the chicken broth with the tomato in it, so I'm going to throw one of these little cubes in there along with my seasoning, and we're going to get this in the Instant Pot for probably about 20-ish minutes, and then we're going to open it and we're going to shred it, and we'll get rid of all the rest of our juices. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what the chicken with tomato looked like. It's just these little cubes, and I found this in like the Mexican aisle of stuff. I live in a highly Hispanic place, so I have lots of places to get good Mexican stuff. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's hard. It's kind of, but it breaks. It's not like hard like a chicken bouillon. It's like I'm crumbling it up super easy. So I'm gonna get that mixed in. I got my taco seasoning in here, and I'm just gonna kind of break that up a little bit and give it a little stir. It's not gonna be completely dissolved in here, I don't think, but just gonna mix that a little bit. And then this is a little bit more than a cup, but not much. Oh yeah, see, there's the rest of that. I am gonna knock that down in there. Alright, so we have our seasoning, our chicken, everything's in there. Set it to seal. We're going to do this on manual for, let's go 15 minutes, and then we'll go from there. So while that's going, I'm going to work on my Mexican street corn. So here's everything we need for that. You're supposed to have mayo. I forgot I did not have mayo, but I have Miracle Whip, so it's going to work. Sour cream. I have corn. I got this corn at Aldi the other day. I wasn't really sure how much I needed because like, I totally forgot to make a grocery list when we went to Aldi. But so I knew I needed corn. I got 4, but it needs 6, so I picked these up at Walmart today. You need this cheese. I only need half a cup of this cheese. Cotija. I have no idea. I'm probably totally butchering that, and for that I apologize. But this is good till November 14th of this year. So hopefully we can use 16 ounces. Right now all I need is half a cup. But like I said, I make tacos and stuff like that all the time. So, I mean, I'm sure I can figure out something. It says sprinkle over salads and soups. Use this topping for pizza, pastas, and corn on the cob. Sprinkle over tacos, refried beans, tostadas, and garlic bread. I mean, it's cheese, right? What, baby? Fish?
Yeah.
You got goldfish?
Yeah.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Are you cute?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hi.
You are pretty cute. Okay, so we also needed a lime. I went ahead and got 2 because these are kind of small. So we'll see. It said a medium jalapeno, so we got that. Red onion and cilantro, which is like my absolute favorite. Oh my word. Just to smell this. And they showed a picture eating it with chips. So I went ahead and grabbed a thing of tortilla chips. just in case that's what we wanted to do with it. Okay, so I have all of my corn shucked and ready. I'm gonna cut all of it off of the cob, and then you can do this on a grill if you're grilling or whatever. You just want to fire up a grill for that. We don't even have a grill, so I'm using fresh corn and I'm doing it on the stove. We're just gonna throw it in a skillet. I'm actually using my big griddle pan. I'll show you in a minute. A little bit of oil, throw your corn in there and cook it. You're supposed to cover it, so we're gonna see how that goes with this big pan I'm using. I'm using my big pan because she said to do it in a skillet, but you're not supposed to overcrowd your pan because you kind of want to get a little bit of char going on here to give it that flavor. Like the longer it cooks, the better this is gonna be. So I'm gonna do it on my big pan so I can do it quick and easy, because quick and easy is the name of my game. You can use canned corn or frozen corn. She did say that, but since it's, you know, July and corn is fresh and everywhere, figured we would use real corn. So I'm gonna get this cut off and we'll go from there. Okay, so I just had like a slight disaster. I went to cut my corn off of my cob and corn went everywhere, and so I remembered a tip that I learned a long time ago, but I obviously disregarded, I guess, forgot, whatever, what have you. If you put a little bowl, especially one with like this has raised edges, inside of a big bowl, and then you can set your corn on top of that in that little hole, and then as you cut, it's gonna go straight into that bowl, and you're not gonna have corn flying literally all over your kitchen. My dog's under my feet eating corn, if that tells you anything. So here's how this works, easy peasy. I've just got my corn in my bowl, and we are just cutting it. It's all falling in there, not making any kind of a mess, and we are good to go. One down, 5 more to go. So now we have all of our corn done. Dig my bowl out, it's way up under there. There's a lot of corn. So I feel like you could definitely have this recipe if you're, I mean, like, this is just gonna be me and my husband eating it most likely, so we probably definitely could have half this. And other than splashing corn juice all over my microwave, that went well. Alright, so I have a couple of tablespoons of oil in my pan. We're gonna get that hot and we're gonna dump our corn in. So I spread all that out, stirred it around really good. So we have our corn going, and my biggest jelly roll pan sits on top of it, as long as I don't forget to use something to pick it up with. Okay, so I just took my lid off for the first time. Gonna give it a stir. It's starting to smell delicious. We're starting to get a little bit of brownness going on, and that is perfect. That is exactly what we want this to be doing. So I'm gonna stir it. Stir it around a little. I'm gonna turn it down just a touch because I don't want it to burn. Alright, we got pepper. And we have salt. There were measurements for this, but I don't measure. So I wing it. It tends to work out okay most of the time. Some of this is just smelling kind of funny, but I think it's whatever's getting stuck on my pan back there, which is why I turned it down. So here's everything we need for our sauce for our street corn. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of mayo, 3 tablespoons of sour cream, half a teaspoon of chili powder, 3 tablespoons of lime, which I'm just going to use this. I'm going to roll it around real good and try to loosen it up as best I can, and I'm just going to cut it, and we're going to dump all of that in there because these are really, they're small. And then salt and pepper. Okay, so our Instant Pot went off 13 minutes ago, and so we're going to go ahead and turn that off, and we're going to see how much steam we're going to get out of it. Not very much, so it pretty much let all the steam off while we were there. But moving over here, I got our corn off of the stove because it started to smell kind of kind of burnt, which is kind of what you want, just a little char. That's the fancy way of saying a little burnt, right? And then I got all of our stuff mixed up here. So all that's left to do is cut up our veggies, which I'm fixing to get to. But for right now, let's come check out our chicken and see what happened. Alright, so as you can see, we still have a lot of moisture going on in there, which was one reason I didn't mind letting that go. Because we're gonna, let's see, I need something. Okay, so I'm gonna take this spatula, and as you can see, this stuff is like breaking up really, really, really easy. So our chicken is completely done. It smells amazing. It started smelling amazing pretty much as soon as it started heating up. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna come down here and I'm gonna hit saute, and that's gonna help us reduce this liquid down. And every now and then I'm gonna come by and stir and just break up our chicken, but this is gonna take a little while. So while we are waiting on that, I'm going to go chop all of our veggies. Okay, so we have our corn, we have our dressing all done. We have, this is probably a little over half of a cup. It was a fourth of a cup. I used that one, and it was heaping both times. I have it wasn't a very big jalapeno chopped up. Put this in this bowl because I'm not going to add this to all of it. My husband likes it, but we're not crazy about it, so I'm going to leave this separate for him. This is my cilantro. Only 3 tablespoons need to go into my mixture, but I love cilantro, so I went ahead and chopped up a bunch so that I could use it in it if I wanted it, or I will eat it, I promise. Okay, so we got all of our dressing mixed in there, and it didn't look like much dressing for as much corn as this was, but it did good. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix in everything else now. We have our cheese. We need half a cup of that. So there's a quarter and a half. Okay. I'm just gonna guess on my cilantro here because he doesn't like hate it. So like 1, 2, 3-ish. And our onion. Now we're gonna mix all of this together. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. What'd you do, sis? What'd you do? What'd you hurt? What is it? I don't see anything. I wish we had smell-o-vision though, because this smells absolutely incredible. Y'all, oh, that smells so good. So there is our Mexican street corn. So here is a plate with our corn, and we have our tacos, and we'll see how this goes. So here's what it looks like, all finished and garnished with lots of cilantro, because this is my plate.